guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Izzy and today we're going to be talking about the books that I read in April and I'm going to give a mini review on them. So honestly, in April I did have a really good reading month. I did read 9 books and normally it's like 2 or 3, so I'm really proud of myself for that. And I read some really good books. Most of them I did rate 5 stars, so April was the month for me, but I feel like I'm never going to have that month again. So let's get started. So the first book I read is A Caught Over Flames. I actually finished this on the 2nd of April, I want to say. So I did start it in March, but we're going to include it anyway. This book for me, absolutely a 5 stars. I did rank this on my TikTok, my most favourite book out of the ACOTAR series, just because Nesta's character development was absolutely amazing. She was kind of rude for more than like half the book, but when it got to like the last 100 pages, that's when I really started liking her. I also love Cassian. Cassian is like my favourite book boyfriend. He played a big part and I absolutely loved it. I didn't think I was going to like it because obviously it's third person. It's not based on favourite and recent like all the other ones. But I'm so glad I read it when I did because I ate this book up. I think it took me like less than a week, I want to say. It was absolutely amazing. The series as a whole, I rated a 6 on my Instagram. It was amazing. And I want to reread it so bad, but I know that I'm not gonna. But honestly, I've never read anything like it in my life. Absolutely incredible. I also did actually do an in-depth review on my YouTube, so if you want to watch that, then you can go and watch it. But yeah, 5 stars. And then I literally read the smallest book I've ever read in my life. It's called One Way Ticket to Earth by Daniel Vaccaro. It's 25 pages long, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best book I've ever read. I did rate it a 3 stars, and I don't want to be rude or anything like that, but it just wasn't the best book that I've ever read. It was too short, I feel like, and everything was rushed, nothing was explained at all, and I didn't have a clue what was going on, to be honest with you. But that's just putting it nicely, so you can pick whether you want to read it or not. And then again on Kindle, I read Satan's Affair by H.G. Carlton. This book was amazing. I know it's just a short read, I think it's like less than 200 pages, and this is Sibby's point of view from The Cat and Mouse Duet. And everybody says that you got to read Satan's Affair before The Cat and Mouse Duet, but I feel like you don't. Because if you read this before The Cat and Mouse Duet, you're not going to know who Sibby is. And I just feel like I enjoyed it more knowing who Sibby was when I went into this book. I did rate it 5 stars, but it's very dark, so if you want to read this, then don't blame me. And then again, I read Where's Molly by H.G. Carlton. Absolutely amazing. Everything I expected was in this book, and I couldn't put it down. I think I read it in a day as well. Absolutely incredible. I loved Molly's story. That's literally the way I wanted it to go. But I really need a book with Molly, Zaid, and Adeline. I need one. So H.G. Carlton, please give me what I want because otherwise I will stop. I actually also know that H.G. Carlton is currently working on Sibby's second book. She has put a post on Instagram explaining that everything's going to take a little bit longer because she wants it to be perfect for us, which is absolutely fine, take your time. But I do need that book, so please. And then I put a post out on my TikTok asking everybody to pick my next read. And obviously everybody chose Fourth Wing, so I did read it. I think it took me 3 days to read. And I loved it. I did love it. I understand Zayden's hype, I understand Violet's hype, I understand everything. I just feel like there were a few cringy bits in there, like Violet putting a middle finger up to Zayden just wasn't it. Like, I didn't like it at all, but the book as a whole, the dragons, I didn't think I would like a dragon as much as I liked Violet's, honestly. Because why would I want to read about dragons? I don't know, but I loved it. So I did rate it 5 stars as well. And then we've got the Voice of Tommen series. This series deserves all the hype, even more than it's already getting. I've never read anything like it in my life. This is the best series I have ever read, ever. And I am rereading it. I am currently reading Taming Seven, so I can't review that. But I'm not even that much into it either, so nothing's really happening at the minute. But so far, I'm loving it. However, this series deserves a whole review, so that's what you're going to get. So Binding 13, honestly, when I went into this series, I did see a few spoilers, but I fully forgot about them. So, like, I went in blind. I didn't know what it was about. I just knew that everybody was telling me to read it, and everybody was posting about it. So it was, like, exciting. But what was going on, I didn't know. Like, I had no clue what was going on. Anyways, so Binding 13, wow. The way I sobbed on the end. Everybody knows what happens at the end. Wow. When I read this series, honestly, it felt like I was like not reading. Like it felt like it was real. Like I forgot that I was reading. And both of the first books took me less than a week to finish. Normally, this would take me at least 3 weeks to read. It took me 3 days. What the hell? So Johnny and Shannon, wow. Johnny and Shannon are literally the love story everybody wants. I can't believe I didn't read it sooner. That's what I'm mad about. Like, why did I not pick it up sooner? I don't know. Because I had the first book on my shelf for ages, and then I got sent Keeping 13 by one of my friends on TikTok, and that's what told me to pick it up because she was raving. Absolutely raving. So I had to start it. I did go in without owning the whole series, which is not something that I normally do because I like to pick up the books straight away after each other. But then my boyfriend surprised me with Saving 6, and then I bought Redeeming 6, and I'm pretty sure my boyfriend got me Taming 7. I'm pretty sure he did. I feel like between Johnny and Shannon's books, Keeping 13 is most definitely my favourite. I cried all the way through. The fire, I feel like that was my favourite bit. That's what I sobbed at the most. Johnny stealing the kids. Well, not stealing them, but helping them out. Wow. But then Shannon's father abusing her at the end. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, we knew from the start that she was getting abused, but that extent, that wrecks me. I did not expect that. Johnny and Shannon, wow, I love them. But then moving on to Joey and Ether. When I read about Joey and Ether in Shannon and Johnny's books, Joey wasn't clicking to me. I don't know. I didn't not like him, but I didn't want to read his point of view when I was reading Johnny and Shannon. But that's changed. It's changed, okay? So Joey's now my favourite, and Ether's now my favourite. I think. That's not definite. I actually can't decide. Joey, I think, made me cry more than Shannon. And the fact that he bumped into his dad before the fire and he had no clue, and the fact that he was going through all that and Lizzie saved him and everything, wow. That was heartbreaking. And the fact that Ollie had to phone Joey to come and rescue Shannon from her father beating her, wow, like no child should have to go through that, obviously, and we know it's fiction, but it's actually so sad reading about it. I already knew about Aoife getting pregnant because I saw spoilers on TikTok, which I'm fuming about, but I didn't know it was going to be like that. And I feel like Chloe did as good with these 2 books, like she did. So she deserves a praise. But I have also heard that there's going to be another book in this series called Claiming 10. I'm pretty sure, but apparently that's the last book, so I don't know. I keep seeing things on TikTok. I don't know if it's true or not. Overall, this series is a 10, not a 5 stars, not a 6 stars, a 10 stars, because I've never read anything like it in my life. That is my April reading wrap up. In total, I read 9 books, which is absolutely amazing for me. I am going to do a YouTube video of me rereading Binding 13 because I have ordered loads of tabs, loads of pens, loads of decoration things for my books. So I'm going to reread it and tab them, and I'm going to record it for you guys to watch me. Because I know everybody's obsessed with Binding 13, so it'll be a shame not to reread it and show you all my annotations and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. So you'll have to look out for that. My order's not here yet, so it won't be now. Obviously, because I'm still reading Taming 7 anyway. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Let me know what books you read in April, because I'd love to know. I need some more recommendations. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.